You've studied the text for months. You know every character, every plot point. But in that 40-minute exam, you have to write something new, something critical. How do you move beyond just retelling the story? The key is to stop looking at the text as a flat surface and instead see it as a three-dimensional object you can examine from different angles. These angles are your critical lenses. Think of them as specialized tools. A feminist lens doesn't just notice the female characters, it interrogates how power and gender are constructed. A Marxist lens doesn't just see rich and poor characters, it analyzes how class structures and economic ideologies shape their entire world. Applying a lens isn't about finding the one right answer. It's about asking a specific set of questions that reveals a layer of meaning you might have otherwise missed. It's the difference between saying what a text is about and arguing what a text does. But this investigation needs a foundation. Your introduction must have a sharp, arguable thesis that states exactly what your chosen lens reveals. And as you build your case, paragraph by paragraph, you must respect what examiners call textual integrity. This means your reading must be grounded in evidence. You can't ignore parts of the book that contradict your argument. In fact, the most sophisticated analysis embraces this complexity. You can argue that while a text challenges one power structure, it reinforces another. This tension doesn't make the text weak, it makes it complex, enduring, and worthy of critical attention. Ultimately, this is about shifting your perspective. You're no longer just a reader, you're an analyst. You're using theory not to impose an idea onto the text, but as a tool to illuminate what's already there, the hidden machinery of ideology, power, and art. And that is the heart of true critical insight.